what I'm gonna do today, I'm just gonna mess around with Serato Sample version 2, which they just implemented stems into. I have it over here on my laptop. We're gonna mess around um with some stems and just see what we could do with some samples. It should be fun. Should be a nice little I got machine, and I'm not normally what I would do is I would run machine through just on its own as machine plus, but because I want to mess around with Serato Sample and I just want to show what that kind of looks like via the screen, I want to do it this way and just use the software. um, so yeah, man, let's get into it. So over here, let's see. Let's try to find a sample. I already have machine loaded up. I already have Serato Sample loaded up. And these are things that I've used in the past. I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. So so you see here, Serato Sample pulls up with your sample, and these didn't used to be here. So part version 2, sorry, of Serato Sample um, allows for stems to be taken out. You have a mic, so that's your vocal, piano, so that's like your keys, melodies. That's guitar. That's usually like, I don't know if it's a guitar or if it's a bass, but I think it takes out the bass, and then you have your percussion that'll come out. So I when I'm using Serato Sample, um, I usually mess around with just using this fine sample. Um, you can do set slicer where you know you put them in. You put in like I want to slice here, and now actually I think I gotta I gotta fix this. Hold on. I did not change this in my settings. Uh, Machine plus. Okay. All right. Now
love, 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 70, 70, love, 70, 70, 70, 70. Oh wait, 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 love, oh wait. Make me want you. Check me, make me need you.
all right. I want to do those over because I was out of range, so I couldn't get my whole 16 pads in there. Um, that's one thing that you got to kind of be careful with how you stop leaning forward. Just move this mic, hold it. You got to be careful with just things like that. So what I did was I started setting slices, and when I set those slices, I was in like C3 or something, like high octave. Need to be in the lower octave in order to get the full gamut of space. For whatever reason, Serato sample doesn't register past a certain octave. So anyway, I'm gonna clear this out and then we get back to it again. Actually, I'm gonna just what I'm gonna do because I did that and that kind of showed you what that does. I'm gonna clear those out and I'm gonna just hit the find sample button like I normally do because I kind of like the exploration of that and just how it will kind of generate something random with slices. So let's check that out. Select all these, get them out of there. Then we're gonna go to find samples. And you hit find sample, and now it's giving you a bunch of slices.
love,
The one thing that
love,
I don't like,
Serato,
the one thing that I don't like, you'll see here, every single time, and I don't know if this is just user error and I don't know what I'm doing, but every time I hit find sample, I find that it doesn't start picking up a sample until here. Like well, not here in particular, but it never starts at the start. But you can move it. So now my first sample.
love,
The other thing, so you have this feature here. So this is play through versus it's kind of like um making it a one shot versus like ADSR, I think is the setting in machine for samples. So this does that. So I let off. When I let off, that's when the sample stops. Um, but anyway, so you see how this kind of just caught random spots. It kind of caught random spots. Um, and what's also happening here is I have this set at 120. Um, I'm going to bring the tempo down, and you'll see the difference that it makes. Set to 78. Um, you'll see the difference that it makes in the sample playback. And that's because it's set to sync. So it syncs to the BPM of the project. But the other stuff that you can do that's cool is you can really do a lot with this actually. So you could time stretch individual slices. You could time stretch the whole thing. You could tune the whole thing and it just tunes everyone. Or you could go into this individually and shift the key for each individual. Um, you can also, if I'm on that, I can set this to keyboard and now it's going to give me 16 of that um, chop. And that's kind of like what you used to do back in the day. I forget what machine did it. Maybe the MPC. I think it was the MPC. The MPC would um, let you do a 16 pad like I don't even remember what it's called. I'm gonna stop trying to come up with the name or think of the name, but yeah, that was something that you could do there. And you could do it here too, but I'm gonna turn that off because I don't use it. I use it when I want to use it, but for this, I don't want to do that. So um, we have our we have our chops now. Sorry, I keep picking the wrong camera. We have our chops now, and these were the auto chops, right? It's like I said, I like just kind of seeing what the software does, and I can adjust it accordingly if I feel like it. But I think right now, I like where it is, because we've got
that, open, 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 open,
and usually what I do is I will set it. keep doing that. I will set it to just play through because it's on mono, and being on mono, it's only going to allow one pass of it to play this at a time, so I don't have to hold triggers. I can.
I'll win.
Uh, so yeah, let's mess around with this, and again, I'll show you what's going on with the stems. Actually, I'm gonna take out the percussion and the bass line, and now maybe let's come up with a sequence.
Um, I'll win. I'll win. I'll win. I'll win. I'll win.
All right, let's see. I messed that up, of course. Uh, I'm so. All right, what do I do?
Line 7. I'll win. Line 7. Line 7.
Let's try something.
I'll win. Line 7. Line 7. Line 7. Line 7.
So the cool thing,
Line 7. Line
the cool thing.
7.
All right, stop. The cool thing about doing this way and using Serato Sample is I took out the bass, I took out the percussion. Let me bring back the bass, and I can also, without having to mess around with it basically live time stretches um to fit. So when I change the key, it's not going to do anything to my chops, right? So let's see.
Line 7. Line 7. Line 7. Line 7. Line 7.
I think what I want to do is now I'm going to duplicate this, right? I don't even remember how to do this. I haven't used this in so long. I don't want to duplicate this. I guess it's just a copy paste. It should be a straight up duplicate, but I want to do take all those out. And I like this.
Make me want you. checkmate. Make me leave.
Just to that so I can go.
Oh. Make me want. Make me.
Actually want that one. Go up. Okay, down. Wait, what am I? What is happening? Damn, this is confusing. To be honest with you.
Make. 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 Make.
So let's see.
Make. 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 Love. Make. 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 Love. Make. 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 Love. Make. 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 Love. Make. 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 Love me. Serenade. 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 Love me. Serenade.
All right, let's do another pattern. Now is
11, 7, 11, 7, 7, 7.
See, now I want to bring another one in, right? And I want to do a third one. And this one is just going to be the bass. So take everything out except the bass, right? So now we got bass notes. Right. That's fun. All right. So we got two patterns, two quick patterns.
11, 7, 11, 7,
And
open, open,
right. And then through all of this, we could be going back. What that was. Um, Through all of this, we could be going back to Serato Sample and messing around with time stretching, messing around with the key. You can mess around with the key of individual slices. Like there's so many things that you could do to just explore and get sounds that you enjoy, right? In these sequences. But on top of all of that, now having stems to be able to separate, you could just do that much more with creating new sequences and new sounds. And that's not even to mention, this is all just in a VST that we can then apply effects and other things to. And man, it's just it's a powerful thing to be able to do now, and I truly appreciate it. It really makes me wish that machine um native instruments rather could figure out a way to be able to use VSTs and load them up into Machine Plus. If I could just have Serato Sample load up on Machine Plus, I feel like the sky's the limit. The sky's kind of the limit already with this, but you know, the sky's not the limit. I'm not gonna say that, but you could do so much already here. But if I could just even if they figure out an algorithm for their internal sampler that would allow for them to separate stems, that should be something that Native Instruments could probably figure out and put into a software patch, a firmware update, an OS update to this device. I don't think they'll do that. Even if they came up with something, more than likely, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna load it up into a brand new machine that um, will replace this one. I don't know. We'll see. But um, I'm gonna stop now just with the recording because I think I showed you some things that you can do with um, with Serato Sample version 2. there's a lot that you could do with the first version. All of the stuff that I was doing with time stretching and tuning and the key of the sample and all of that stuff can be done in Serato Sample, the first version. But the second version, having stems, takes you to a whole nother level. So yeah, man. I wanted to do this video real quick because stems just came out in Serato Sample. Like I want to say this weekend. It's Thursday, so it's been maybe 4 or 5 days. You may have already seen some YouTube videos because they did some content with Jake One. They did some content with, I think, Jansport J, um, a few other guys. I watched the Jake One, and it was highly, highly, highly inspiring. I love that dude. Shout out to Jake One. Maybe I would love to, chop it up with someone of Jake One's pedigree, his caliber of production, and I take a lot of inspiration from him. I bought his drum packs. Snare Jordan, shout out to him, man. Big, big, big shout out to Jake One. Huge inspiration to me, and one of the best in the game that I think is kind of an unsung hero of mine in the industry. Just how to carry yourself, man. Like how to stay relevant, how to, deal with people, like how to keep longevity, all that stuff, man. He's one of the greats to me. Um, doesn't get enough credit, I don't think. But anyway, man, I guess I'll say smash that like button, as the YouTubers say, since I'm a YouTuber now. Subscribe, man. Just like all that stuff, man. Give me comments. Let me know what you think of Serato Sample version 2. I think it's just Serato Sample 2.0. And stems. I've worked with stems in other programs with my Machine Plus. Usually what it is what I'll do is the DJ software that I have, whether it's Serato, I don't use Serato for DJing. I use DJ Pro. DJ Pro has a phone app, an iPad app, your laptop can do it, whatever. And it uses AI to separate stems. I don't think it does it as well as what Serato Sample is doing now, but I've used it to, just, take out the drums from something, take out the vocals from something, and sample it right into Machine. But this is another level because of all of the different ways that you can manipulate the sample once you get it in there, on top of being able to just live, fly things in and out. It's amazing. So shout out to Serato for bringing that to Serato Sample. And Native Instruments, talk to me, man. Let's do something. I have ideas. And even if it's not me, man, just listen to me as an avid user. As a lover, I've used Native Instruments Machine for the better part of 10 years. Started with a mini, like a micro rather. Started out with a Machine Micro, moved up to the big boy, then moved up to MK2, then MK3, and now Machine Plus. So and I love it. I love them all. I love the software. Let's get some of this stem functionality in Machine Plus would be phenomenal. I think it would be revolutionary to be able to do that in a standalone music production device. That being said, man, thank you so much for watching. More videos to come. I have my next idea for TV beats. I think I'm gonna do one of my favorite shows from the 80s and 90s, and it should be a cool one. I think the format will change. I'm not gonna do it live and try to document the whole process. I think I'm just gonna make a beat and I'll break down what I did in the video. So look out for that. All love to everybody, man. This was fun, and I'm gonna keep working on this beat. So Happy trails, man, and keep creating. Love.